journalists has been seen in what happened in Ampatuan, Maguindanao. President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo is turning out to be the most prolific Frankenstein of any president we've had, bar Marcos perhaps, or probably even more prolific than Marcos. She has created a lot of the monsters that we are seeing now, beginning with General Vito Palmaran, who is the implementer of this Optan Bandaylaya, which is actually the blueprint of this monstrosity that we're witnessing today in the Philippines. She has also created the Ampatuans and a host of other political warlords across the country. That is why she cannot, I think personally, and I'm speaking here on personal behalf, she cannot wash her hands of the blood of those who died in Ampatuan, Maguindanao, just because she declared martial law in Maguindanao, and just because suddenly she decided that she has taken the moral high ground by having all those soldiers swoop down on Maguindanao province. She, among all the other presidents after Marcos, she is the one who has nurtured. Before everything, I'd like to acknowledge the arrival of Chairman Dela Dilima of the Commission on Human Rights. Undoubtedly one of our most independent and proactive, if I may use that word, chairwoman of the Commission on Human Rights. As I was saying, President Arroyo has nurtured this culture of impunity that we're seeing now, that had its logical conclusion in what happened in Ampatuan, in Maguindanao. All the things that you see here are just a reaffirmation of what this government has done in the last 9 years. It is very easy, in fact, for all of us to denounce the martial law, the declaration of martial law in Maguindanao right now, because of the monstrosity, because of the scale of the brutality that happened there. And as I said, it's so easy to denounce that. But when you really look at the report, when you really study this report, you will see that all across this country, an undeclared martial law has been going on since 2001. All the things that are happening in Maguindanao, the arrests, the illegal, the searches, and all the things that you could expect under a martial law regime has happened in various places in the country. The illegal arrests, the torture, the illegal searches, the killings, the execution-style killings, all these have happened in the past 9 years without her even declaring an official martial law in these places, particularly in southern Tagalog, in eastern Visayas, in central Luzon, in southern Mindanao province region. You can see all that in this report. I was covering the Davao regions from 1996 up to 2006. I covered that place, and I tell you the things that I've written about the human rights atrocities there are just, it's as if you're reading, an account of what happened during the martial law years. The only difference here is that we live under a pretense of democracy, and all our officials are saying that we live in a democratic environment. But you really have to dig into this report and perhaps look and read all the reports that come out of the regions that I've enumerated: Eastern Visayas, Southern Tagalog, Central Luzon, Southern Mindanao, the Bicol region, to see all the atrocities that have been happening there. And what is more disturbing about all this is that, as I mentioned earlier, it's not only the peasants, not only the activists that are being targeted. The journalists in this country have become sitting ducks. We are now undoubtedly the worst place in the world for journalists. Iraq used to have the title, but on November 23rd, Iraq suddenly became rather lame. After November 23rd, the Philippines has become the most dangerous place for a journalist. And the danger is not so much that there are military forces around, or that anytime you can be stopped and you can be tortured. The danger is that you'll never know when they will strike at you. You'll never know when they take you and and torture you and take you down. And I think a lot of the peasants and the activists that have fallen victim to these atrocities can attest to that. But in the case of the journalists, the attacks come from all sides. Not only are journalists being killed, not only are they being threatened, not only are they being intimidated, they're also being what we do as a journalist, our credibility, these are our only our currency, and the government, particularly the military, take liberty with all those things. When my name was included in the Obelisk, the Order of Battle, in 2007, at first I tried to dismiss it because it's what I represented at the time, the National Union of Journalists of the Philippines. They've been on the list of the military for God knows how long already. And perhaps I tried to rationalize that perhaps because I was the public face of NUJP at that time, that's why my name was on that list. But a part of me actually thinks that perhaps all my writing about the human rights atrocities in the Philippines may have had something to do with why my name is on that list. I cannot discount that possibility, because if I look at the number of stories that I've written over the years, a large number of it are about human rights atrocities in the Philippines. Probably about 30 to 40%. That's quite a number of human rights stories that a journalist can do. And it's